So a little bonus, if you weld the ball right there, weld the ball right there, you can put shocks on your head, hold it up. But today we were talking about power steering, 2010 Sti pump. You're gonna have to get a new bracket. The O2 has 2 bolt holes vertically. The 2010 you need horizontally. I got this one at the pull apart, so I don't have a part number for you. Low pressure side, you can't use the O2 Chase Bay kit adapter. You're gonna have to get the 04 adapter. I had to change the fitting on this. I believe it was a 45 for the high pressure side. You need a straight AN dash or 6 AN. Made a little bit of a custom bottom bracket so I could catch the 2 stock bolt holes. You could probably get away with drilling into the stock one and mounting it that way. You want to make sure you have clearance under here so you're not hitting, but on the bottom right there you can kind of see it. I had to use a 90, so I cut off the 45 and put a 90 on the reservoir, and then kind of just have them, yeah, you can't really see, have them right there so it'll focus, routed. Just make sure it's not hitting the exhaust. You should be fine. And then with the wagons, they are narrower, so you're gonna have to get somebody to machine the threads back. Probably could have left a little bit more of the part you put your wrench on, but you can learn from my mistake. But I believe I cut a 1/2 inch off the end of the tie rod, because otherwise your wheels are going to be canted out if you're looking forward, because it's a lot narrower on the wagons. And then we will crawl under here to show you the fittings down here. So you're going to have to clearance the hole. I just used what spray paint I had to cut it, but you're going to have to clearance for these lines all on this side. This is the 2015 STI rack. The adapters, you need to get the Chase Bay 45 degree adapters, because the STI has a 45 flare. If you use the O2 ones, it's gonna break the ends off and possibly gonna get metal. So get the right one so you don't have to dig out the metal in the O-ring with a pick. Don't ask me how I know. The bottom, I have a 90 going into the 45 on the line. I didn't have to cut anything down here. And then the top, I have a 45. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, it's not really kind of focusing. So 45 out of the fitting. You're gonna have to do the top first. So you're gonna put the top adapter in first, and then the bottom adapter, and then the top 45 in, and then the bottom 90. The bottom 90 is kind of tight, but it does fit. And then you're gonna put the top 90 line onto the 45, and then you're gonna put the bottom 45 onto the 90, and that's everything. And then I just used a nut and 2 washers, but I think there is a bushing somewhere that you can get that fits that. I just used think it's that hole right there. I'm gonna have to get new ones, but I just use those bolts off of the subframe. You're gonna need to take your subframe off. You're gonna need to take this little guy off. You're gonna need to take your sway bar off. And then with the sway bar, you want to take the bottom off and put it back in with the bottom. It kind of twists in, otherwise you can't get the top one straight if you're using the OEM ones, because it'll be angled down more and you can't get the bolt in. So make sure you take the bottom off and put that in. But yeah, that is how you convert your O2 wagon into a whole new power steering system. And it was not the cheapest, but my O2 rack decided to leak, and it was to the point to where I couldn't drive it. So gotta get an alignment on it now, which you probably will too. But yeah, that's how you convert it.